Hi, Ro. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I wanted to check in with you. Thanks for coming. I want to check in with you since our last visit. How are things going this week?
The more that I've been sitting with things, I want to say they're good, but it hasn't been good. I actually got a DUI this week, and well, last week, and I'm just realizing how my alcohol use is really getting out of hand.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And when was you said last week was the DUI? And
Mhm.
how are you doing? That sometimes is a scary event.
I think I'm still processing everything. I'm still working through things,
Mhm.
but made me really excited to come and kind of just let it all out with you. I think
Yeah.
I'm ready. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what kind of made the switch? The getting the DUI, was there some like law enforcement or did you have to go do anything legally or get a ticket? How did that go?
Yeah, so I don't know if it's normal or standard, but yeah, I got pulled over. I was driving, obviously DUI. But got pulled over. There was law enforcement, and then I got taken to do some blood work, all of that, and then that's where they determined that. So kind of long night.
Yeah.
Um, and then from there, I'm hearing that I have like a court date. I have different things that I have to do now. Go talk to the driver's license division and all of that.
Yeah, heavy stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, what's been coming up in the feelings of when you say it's been getting out of control?
Yeah, I maybe a lot of feelings of shame,
Mhm.
a lot of feelings of I'm not quite where I should be at this point in my life.
Mhm.
It's something that I continue to hear from people around me, and so I just yeah, just started to ha notice those feelings.
Yeah. And what do you mean where you're supposed to be in life?
I'm currently working on a bachelor's and um I thought I was doing a lot better, but after this DUI, I just noticed I should have like graduated a little bit ago. I'm still like in school. I feel like I should have already been done. I have friends that I started with that finished. Yeah, and I'm just feeling behind. My friends have graduated. I'm still at the university and yeah, just waiting for to be done and it never happens.
Yeah. And do you think the alcohol has played a part in that behindness, feeling behind?
Yeah, yeah, I just noticed that when I should be doing homework, I'm going out. I think it just happens socially. I'm drinking, I'm going
Mhm.
to bars, I'm going to friends' parties. And I'm right, I want to have fun. I'm in college, but I think I might have taken the fun part too much in school and I've just really focused on that part rather than doing school
Yeah.
when I could be
Yeah.
studying. Hmm.
Okay. Yeah. And have you failed any classes or do you feel like you're repeating classes?
Yeah, I failed a research class twice.
Mhm.
And I think maybe yeah, I've noticed after I failed that I it really just made it difficult and since then it's just kind of been getting worse and worse and this last week was the cherry on top of all of that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's kind of built up to this and now there's some stopping.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Have you ever gone without alcohol before?
Yeah, there's been periods,
Okay.
months. When I first was like in community college, I had like a year or two.
Oh,
I
okay.
think the whole time I was in school, I wasn't using anything. So yeah, definitely.
We always want to talk about like physical withdrawal symptoms when we're stopping alcohol, but sounds like you've done this without having anything physically withdrawals like we worry about seizures or getting vomiting really sick. Any of that happen?
No, not with withdrawals.
Okay,
I mean when I'm partying, I throw up, but
sure.
yeah,
Okay.
not
Yeah.
outside of the normal.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And how'd you do it before? How did you go those long times, periods of time?
Um, my school was taking a lot of time. I don't know if I was like distracted, but um, uh, I was doing school studying. I was also incorporating a lot of like workouts, so I was lifting a lot more,
Okay.
being active, hiking. So yeah, now that we're talking, I'm realizing I was more active. So
Yeah.
back then I was doing school and staying active. And now I feel like I am in a way doing school, but now I'm more socially active.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Is that something you'd like to get back into, the physical aspect? Doing more gym workouts?
Yeah, now that I sit with it, it's a different feeling, right? I feel good in a different way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
hmm
Yeah. Okay. And how much are you drinking now?
Um, it's hard to keep track.
Sure.
I think it fluctuates some nights. If we're just a little calm, not getting too crazy, I would say it's maybe a case of beer.
Okay.
But on like closer to the weekends, if we're pre-gaming for a party or something, maybe we'll drink like a couple bottles of something. Maybe yeah, maybe a box of wine.
Mhm.
Just depends.
Okay.
Yeah, so it fluctuates. It can be very low or it can be really high.
Sure. And how do you feel, what would be kind of your best idea of this? Would you like to just start to taper down of alcohol to go to nothing, or would you like to just stop right away? What do you think would be the best for you?
I think right now, I would eventually like to stop, but I'm just noticing my lifestyle right now. I would hate to lose all my friends, and kind of not have anyone around. I'm already feeling lonely, so yeah,
Yeah.
I think maybe just decreasing use for right now.
Okay. And the alcohol is a part of your social connection. That's how you're with your friends, is alcohol.
hmm
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, I think this is you've done this before. I think this is a really good thought. Also, with some legal stuff, that it's a good motivator to to discontinue or at least, reduce your alcohol consumption. I'm wondering as far as what we can do to kind of see how you do in this harm reduction space of reducing your alcohol. Maybe we could you start tracking how much you're consuming? Um, I like to think of it as more of a mindfulness practice of like, okay, I'm drinking now and keeping track so that you're aware of how much you're consuming, whether you're marking it on, in your phone or something, but really being aware of how much alcohol you're drinking, and then putting it down either in your phone or on paper and we can discuss like how much that is and how slow you'd like to decrease, or, if we want to do it on days that you're not drinking or that kind of thing. And we can kind of come up with a plan if you're up for that.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I need to start figuring out how much I'm actually drinking. I'm realizing right now that it's
Right.
a huge range.
Yeah, yeah, and that's part of it too is that like when we start drinking, it's not sure if it's three or if it's seven, but keeping that in mind of being a mindfulness practice of like I'm consuming this and I'm gonna mark it really does help kind of keep us in that space of keeping track. So this week, if you're up for it, putting it in your phone or in a journal and just marking how much you are consuming, and just reflecting on that in the next day of being like, okay, that was seven, maybe we'll do five tonight, or just kind of keep getting that mind wrapped around less alcohol as you go through the week.
That feels great. I feel like that's manageable.
Okay,
I've
good.
always heard everyone else tell me I have to stop, so this feels realistic.
Yeah, and let's just talk it out, see what how it feels. And then as we get through that part, we'll talk about incorporating more activity,
I love
adding
that.
more exercise and things to replace the alcohol.
I love that.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Hyro.
Yeah,
We'll see you
thank
next
you.
week.